Hey guys, JawsTheSharkNews here, and today we're gonna be doing, you guessed it, yeah, another news video. And yeah, so for today's video, we'll be doing, yeah, again, a news video, and this will be on the new Transformers Age of the Primes Wave 1 reveals. So let's get into that right now. So yeah, over the weekend I think it was in China. There was Transformers Cybertron Con. I've never heard of it before, but I guess it's something that Hasbro has been doing in China. So yeah, and these came out yesterday, I believe. Well, it was a few. I think it was Thursday when there was like some leaked photos, but yeah, yesterday we got official pics. So yeah, let's go over it now. It's been a while since we've had this much. But yeah, so starting off, we have Aerialbot Silverbolt. So he will be the next commander for at least, the kind of mainline area. Like, I mean, yeah, we get commanders every year for Studio Series as well, but, since last year. But, typically it's in like the War for Cybertron Trilogy, Legacy, and now Age of the Primes. And for those who don't know what Age of the Primes is, it's practically the continuation and successor of the Legacy line. So this will be the not only the main Transformers line for 2025, but apparently also 2026. So yeah, so the commander for next year will be Silverbolt, in kind of the same vein that Motor Master was back in 2022. And yeah, speaking of Motor Master, it's basically going to be just like that. So you got the main figure, which is kind of like a Voyager, and then he comes with like other parts too, and you can attach those as you can see here to his jet. Um, but the main reason for that is to give out the main template for Superion, and so yeah, the other Aerobots combine to Superion in the same vein as uh, Menasor. So yeah, that'd be pretty nice. We have Menasor's main nemesis here. So yeah, here's what the box will look like, and there's the back, and just a little zoomed out shot. And yeah, next up we have Aerial Bot Air Raid. Now this one's gonna be a deluxe, and yeah, it looks pretty solid. I do wish they had maybe a little more paint, but again, this is based on the G1 design, so I doubt the cartoon had that much paint. So, but yeah, it's a basic looking deluxe, but I kind of dig it. So yeah, there he is in the box. Really cool artwork. It looks more like a comic book now, because like for Legacy and the War for Cybertron trilogy, or even the Prime Wars trilogy, it kind of have more of a realistic look. This time, it looks more like it's from a comic, which I don't mind, honestly. Well, let me see if it looks the same on, yeah, yeah, almost kind of on Silverbolt. So I guess that's kind of like the new theme here, which, I'm all for. Let's see. Next, we have Slingshot. So another aerial bot. He's got goofy looking arms. I mean, from the front they look fine, but from here, well, not as much. It almost looks like he doesn't even have any hands at all, but he does. Don't worry. And yeah, again, just like with Air Raid, he doesn't have too much paint. Well, in jet mode, he kind of does. Robot mode, not too much, but hey, it's a budget release. It's not like the next masterpiece figure. And yeah. Next up, this one I did not expect because I don't know. I don't even know if there were listings for this, but yes, we are getting a redeco of Legacy United animated Bumblebee into Wasp, or well, it says Waspinator, Fugitive Waspinator, but yeah, for those who don't know, in the animated cartoon, Waspinator isn't it, but before he becomes Waspinator, he's like a kind of, kind of like politically conflicting Autobot. Like he's like an Autobot, but he's starting to feel more like a Decepticon, and that's what Wasp is. And he shared the same body type as Bumblebee. In fact, new Bumblebee as well. He just had like a kind of different head, and of course different color scheme. And then it's been a while since I watched the cartoon, but something happened. He fell into something, and then he turned into Waspinator. So yeah, welcome surprise. I mean we've already gotten one other repaint for these anime figures, that being Mother Master, and he was kind of an obscure, even more obscure character than Wasp, to be honest. But so that's cool. With these anime figures, we're kind of getting the kind of more obscure characters. I like that. So there's with the box. That looks pretty sick. And yeah, next up we have Solus Prime, also deluxe. And yeah, so yeah, she's one of the 13 primes. That's what each of the primes is named after. And unlike Power of the Primes, this time we're actually getting full scaled figures that can articulate, not just like those little Prime Masters. Now, don't get me wrong, I did quite enjoy collecting those, but having having actual figures of the primes is so much better in my opinion, because you could do so much more with them. So yeah, here she is in her robot mode, and that looks fantastic. The gold paint, awesome. The silver paint, also great. I like the purple, the green eyes. It flows together pretty nice, and I do like her sort of kind of axe accessory. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Here's kind of her in more of a stock position. And yeah, really, really looking forward to this one. And yeah, there's packaging. Now, next up, we have G2 Universe Grimlock. So, yeah, they're doing yet another one of these G2 Universe things, although this time they're bringing it into the main line instead of having it exclusive. So, yeah, so this one is Grimlock. It's basically the same thing as the 86 one. Now he has blue where it was once gray. And then he does come with Wheelie still, just for those who are worrying. And Wheelie 2 has a different deco. It looks more inspired by the toy, like with the orange face. But yeah. So there's those right there. As with the other G2 ones, I most likely won't be getting this, especially since I'd be dropping $55. Yeah, but hey, for those who want it, here it is. And next up, we have Megatronus. Now, we've already seen this figure. I don't know. I forgot if I did take a look at this guy. But about like a month and a half ago, it was at the 1027 event Hasbro had. They showed this guy. They showed this box. They showed the figure itself. And I'm really excited for this one. This is probably the prime I'm most looking forward to getting. Because, I mean, look at that. Just look at that. Really nice. And I love the flame accessories. He's just burning. Kind of, well, he's not really burning. He's just emitting flames, but still. And I love the choice of accessories, too. I like the sword. That staff is pretty nice as well. And he's got this big old bazooka. Well, it's kind of like, it looks like a bazooka, but it's actually just his fusion cannon. And yeah, that tank mode, too. Yeah, I need that. So yeah, there he is in the box. He's got plenty of space to himself. But yeah, and of course, Megatronus' nickname is the Fallen. I'm not going to get into all the details with why he's called that. But yeah, so there he is. And next up, this is one I did not expect either. So, the 13th Prime, that's usually full around who it is, but it's very obvious it's Optimus Prime. So, but it seems like Hasbro's decided to take a more creative route with having the 13th Prime represented. And they decided just full on give us an apology for that Star Convoy figure from like 5 years ago, which was just the Power of the Primes one, just with some different sculpting. Like, nah, that wasn't it. I never got that one. I'm sure a lot of people didn't get that one. It was like a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. It just didn't work for me. So they decided, you know what? Screw it, we're doing them again, and this time we're doing them justice. And they delivered. So this one is going to be a Titan class, so that's a little unexpected, but it'll make sense why, But yeah, the 13th Prime will be represented by not just Optimus, but the Star Convoy. Well, they're calling him Star Optimus Prime because in, American markets or any English-speaking market, no one really knows who Convoy is. It's like, wait, what? It's like, isn't this Optimus Prime? Why is he Star Convoy? I'll still become Star Convoy. When they released Live Convoy a few years back in Legacy Evolution, I'm like, okay, they're calling him, I think Lio Optimus Prime or Primal, something like that. But I'm just calling him Lio Convoy because that sounds so much better and it's truer to, the source material. Um, yeah, and there's like his little symbol. That's the 13th Prime symbol. And yeah, and he even comes with a little hot rod micromaster. So that's pretty nice. I'm not sure why Hot Rod's there, but he is. And you can even put him inside, which is pretty cool because it kind of reminds me of the Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. There's like I forgot the name of the little guy, but there's like someone about the same size as that Hot Rod that he can store in his chest. So yeah, there's the truck mode, a little funky looking, but yeah, and even more funky looking is this. It's kind of like a base mode, and there's kind of like a little truck there. And yeah, Hot Rod can man it, so that's pretty nice. And there's the box art, dude. That looks really, really badass. I mean, just look at that. You got all the primes and the other primes in the back, and then you got Optimus there in the center. Like, dude, come on. I'm so ready for this. I mean, to me, this just feels like another Commander, just with slightly more stuff. Not really a Titan, but you know what? I don't care. I'm still going to get this guy anyways. But yeah, next up we have Voyager class Red Alert from Armada. And yeah, so it's Welcome Edition because, well, we've got Optimus, Hotshot, and that's it. I mean, well, we got two versions of Hotshot, but yeah, so we got two of the main Autobots from Armada. Now we're getting Red Alert, so now we just need Smokescreen, I think. And I mean, there's all the other Autobot characters, but the main four I'm talking about. Yeah, Red Alert looks awesome. Not much else to say. Here he is in alt mode. And yeah, pretty cool. There's the box, back of the box, and yeah. And next up we have Prima Prime or Prima Prime. I don't know how you pronounce that. Yeah, I don't know too much about aside from maybe Megatronus, and of course Optimus. I don't know too much about the primes, but um, but yeah, I still quite like how this looks. Again, I'll still get it because it looks awesome. But yeah, the part I absolutely love is that sword. It looks like, is that like the Star Saber or something? I'm not sure. It's got a really cool blade, and then there's his matrix stored right on there, which I think is fantastic. There he's wielding his sword, and there's the box. And yeah, now next up, this one we did expect because there was listings of this and multiple rumors about it. And this is the Transformers Collaborative Sonic the Hedgehog thing. But yeah, but they're not calling it Sonic and Tails because those are the two characters basically in the set. Rather, they're calling Sonic Blue Booster, as you can see right here. And there's the alt mode. And then Tails is Wingtail. So they're kind of giving it more Transformer-like names, which, I mean, they sound really, really, like, I guess, obnoxious. But, I mean, at least they tried. It's like, you know what? You tried. And, yeah, but we know no one's going to call him that. Everyone's just going to call, this one Tails and this one Sonic. And yeah, I'm not really a massive Sonic fan. I've never really played the games or anything, and I haven't seen the films. Although I know they're pretty good, I might have to check them out. But maybe someday I'll be a Sonic fan. I don't know, but just not right now. I've never been. But I will admit these do look pretty nice. So you get some kind of like goldish paint for Blue Booster. Blue Booster. Yeah. No, I'm just gonna call him Sonic. I do like the Almo though. It's kind of sleek looking. And there's tails and turns into an old-fashioned propeller plane. And there's the box. And then next up, we already saw this, so I'll just quickly go through this. These are the Mix Smashers. And I stood corrected. They are doing Star Wars and Marvel, just like they did with the Hero Mashers, so that's pretty nice. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else after this. It's just all of this. Let's quickly go through. You know what, yeah, let's just go all the way to the bottom and just make sure we got everything. Yep, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, lots of great stuff. Definitely a great way to open, next year's product of Transformers. Like Hasbro always nails it with the first wave of stuff. We won't get Star Convoy and Star Convoy won't come until the summer. Yeah, like everything else comes out in the spring, but usually the time doesn't come out until around the second wave of products. So, which I guess is fine. So that way everyone can recover from their the loss of money from tidal wave. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm super excited that we're not only getting Devastator next year, but we're also getting Superion, and apparently we're also getting Bruticus. So 3 combiners in a row. I did not expect that. I honestly thought that 2022 was going to be the year of the Stunticons, then we'll get the aerial bots in 23. 24 will be Constructicons or Combaticons or something. But no, they're just all shoving it into 2025. So, yeah, lots of money's going to be spent by me per usual every freaking year. But I'll still be here for it as long as the figures turn out good. I'll be satisfied with my purchases, and hopefully they're not too much. Well, let's see. Okay, good. It looks like the prices are the same for now. But yeah. Anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of all these reveals here. I'm again super pumped. Next year's gonna be a great one, especially for Transformers. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. So, anyways, guys, as always, till all are one.